Okay, so let's get this finished up for the day. This has been much easier. I found a program on the computer that lets me record my videos. I send it through another program to change it to the right kind of video, and then I upload it to YouTube, and I'm just a much happier lady today than I was the past couple of days. With these videos, I haven't had to use the phone today. Yay! Okay, so let's do a little bit of math. Your targets are, I can apply the concept of place value to round numbers and estimate sums. I can determine lengths of sides of squares with known perimeters. Okay, so let's start off first with some counting, some oral counting. We're going to count from 1,000 to 10,000 by thousands. So here we go. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. Now we're going to count from 10,000 to 11,000 by hundreds. 10,100, 10,200, 10,300, 10,400, 10,500, 10,600, 10,700, 10,800, 10,900, 11,000. And now we're going to count from 11,000 to 12,000 to 11,200 by 25s. 11,000, 11,025, 11,050, 11,075, 11,100, 11,125, 11,150, 11,175, 11,200. That took a little bit of thinking, didn't it? All right. The next thing we're going to do are practice patterns. What comes next? 9.5, 10, 10.5, 11. What should come next? If you have your whiteboard or your paper, you could be writing this down. Your next answer should be 11.5. What kind of number is 11.5? A whole number, a fraction, or mixed? And you should say mixed, because it has a whole number and a fraction. All right, look at the next pattern. 13, 15, 17, 19. And I'm sure some of you could just spit that right out, but I want to ask two things. One, what was your pattern? And two, what kind of pattern is it? Well, I think that you're adding twos, and I believe that these are the odd twos. So the next number should be 21. This last one is a think about it question. 9, 13, 17, 21, blank. You need to ask yourself, how did you get from 9 to 13? How did you get from 13 to 17? How did you get from 17 to 21? Well, if you put 9 in your head and you count up to 13, after 9 comes 10, 11, 12, 13. So from 9 to 13, I added 4. From 13 to 17, after 13 comes 14, 15, 16, 17. Again, I added 4. After 17 comes 18, 19, 20, 21. Again, I added 4. So to find my next number, I'm going to add 4. After 21 comes 22, 23, 24, 25. That's not a regular counting pattern, but it is a pattern. And you need to be able to think through, show your mathematical thinking, and get your answer. The next thing I want to do is to review our multiples of 48. So let's count them, and I'm going to write them. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. And you need those for these next questions. How many quarts are in a gallon? Well, the answer is 4. 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. Well, if 1 gallon is 4 quarts, how many gallons are in 2 quarts? Well, 1 gallon is 4, so 2 4s, 4 and 4 make 8. Now you tell me, 3 gallons and 4 gallons. 1 gallon is 4. Don't know why the computer just went to sleep. 1 gallon is 4. 2 gallons are 8. So 3 gallons would be, count your multiples of 4. 4, 8, 12. And then count 4 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay. I want to practice rounding because we've only done it a few times. Again, I go back to Khan Academy. Again, I go back to Splash Math, Splash Learn. But rounding is where we find a number that ends in a 0. So you have to know your multiples of 10. Remember, 5 is the magic spot. If we round a number up, then there is a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 in the ones place. So we go to the next higher multiple of 10. If there is a 4, 3, 2, 1, or even a 0, we round down to the lower multiple of 10. So I want us just to practice a few. No little kitty. I have 52. Well, 52 begins with a 5. So I know that I'm talking about the multiples of 50 and 60. I'll look at the 2 in the 1 spot. 2 would fall on this end. 2 falls on this end. Both of these tell me to go down. So if I round down, 52 rounded to the nearest 10 is 50. 52 is near 50. 52 is close to 50. 52 is almost the same as 50. Now if I look at 79, I have a 7 in the 10 spot, so I'm going to have the multiples of 70 and 80. I have a 9 in the ones place, and that comes way down here. The 9 is here because the 9 is on this side of the ramp. Because the 9 is on this side of the 5, it tells me to round up. So 79 rounded to the nearest 10 is 80. All right, 23. My lower end is 20. My upper end is 30. I have a 3 in the ones place. 3 would fall about here. It's on the end that tells me to round down. So I'm going to round down to the lower multiple. 23 rounded to the nearest 10 is 20. It's close to 20. It's about 20. It's almost the same as 20. And then you look at this one. And you guys know you could pause this video at any point and do these. 66, my low end multiple is going to be 60. My upper end multiple will be 70. There's a 6 in the ones place. It would fall here. And that is on the end that tells me to go up. So 66 rounded to the nearest 10 would be 70. 66 is close to 70. It's almost 70. It's about 70. It's near 70. It's closer to 70 than it is to 60. Now your instruction today is going to continue with rounding when we work with word problems. But the word problems are going to have money in them. So we've got to talk about that just a little bit and how that's going to look. When you use dollars and cents, the middle place in money, if our change goes from 0 cent all the way up to 99 cents, the magic point in the middle is 50 cents. So if we have 50 cents or higher in the change, we would round up. But if we have 49 or lower, we're going to round down. So it's still the same thing. Instead of saying 5, we're going to say 50 cents rounds up, and anything less rounds down. But we're going to apply it to money. So listen carefully to this problem. Paul has $5, so we know that we're starting with a total of $5. He wants a ball that costs $1.99. I don't know why it keeps going to sleep. He wants a ball that costs $1.99 and a game that costs $3.99. Does he have enough money? We can quickly and more easily answer this question by rounding the amounts to the nearest dollar. So I have $1 and 99. Well, 99 tells me to round up. So if I have $1 and 99, that means that my money rounds up to $2. The game is $3.99. So if I had $3.99, it again tells me to round up, and the next dollar is 4. So if I round those $2 amounts to the nearest dollar, $2 and $4 make $6. Does he have enough money? The answer is no. If you see another one like that on your workbook page, you may want to ask for help because that's the first time that we've done that. Do I expect you to get it right the first time? No. Sometimes we get things like that, and sometimes we need a little bit of practice. We've only been talking about nearest 10, and now I'm throwing dollars and cents at you. So just, if you need help, come back to the video or ask Mom, can you please help me with this? Or Dad, or whoever it is that's helping you with your work. Okay, again, the magic point is the 50. So if I had $3.55, that would round up to $4 because I needed to end with zeros. If I had $2.36, that's less than the 50, that would round to $2 because it would tell me to round down. I need figures that end with zeros when I'm estimating. All right, so let's try another one, but this is not with money. This is just with numbers. Emily picked up 33 pine cones on Saturday and 21 on Monday. So you need to put that somewhere. 33 on Saturday and 21 on Monday. She added them and got 64 pine cones. Is her sum correct? I want you to estimate to the nearest 10 to see if she's correct. If we have 33, my sweet spot is 5. If I have 33, my low end is 3. My top end is 40. 3 falls here, so that would tell me to round down to 30. 21. My low end is 20, my upper end is 30, in the ones place I have a 1. Again, I'm rounding down. 30 and 20 make 50. Is 50 about 64? Is 50 close to 64? And the answer is no. 30 and 20 make 50, although our answer is near or about the correct. No, although our answer, I wrote something wrong. We know using estimation that Emily's answer is incorrect. Her answer looks kind of right, except she did what? She added her tens column incorrectly. Estimation helps us to know if we are close to the right answer. Miss Millett mistyped something in there. I apologize because there's a sentence that does not make sense. But if it asks you to estimate, then guys, guess what I need you to do? I need you to estimate. It didn't say go back and check this using her numbers. It asked you to check using estimation. So let's practice a couple of estimation problems before we go on to our assignment. Okay, I want you to do two problems. The first one is 51 plus 16. And I want you to round 51 to the nearest 10, and I want you to round 16 to the nearest 10. Remembering that sweet spot in the middle. If I look at 51, my low end is 50, my top end is 60. There's a 1 in the ones place, and 1 is here, so that tells me to round down to 50. So I'm going to change this to a 50. 16 has a 1 in the tens place, so my two ends are 10 and 20, and 6 would fall here. So that tells me to round up. 50 plus 20 equals 70. So the answer, if I worked this out, would be near or about 70. Now let's do one more. 32 plus 48, and again I want you to round your add-ins. So we're going to start with 32. Our low end is 30. Our upper end would be 40. 30, 40. 2 in the ones place would fall about here, and that tells me to round down. So 32 rounded to the nearest 10 would be 30. And now let's look at 48. My low end would be 40 because it begins with a 4, so my upper end would be 50. There is an 8 in the ones column, and it would fall way down here. So that tells me to round up. So when I round 30 to the nearest 10, 32 to the nearest 10, I get 30. And when I round 48 to the nearest 10, I get 50. 30 plus 50 is 80. So this, when added together, should be near or about 50. Now your assignment today in your book is pages 281 and 282. And yes, I want you to complete all of it because there's a good mix of skills on that page. And that's it for today. And there won't be a math video for the next lesson because it's a speed drill and a test. So that's all the math that you'll see me doing with you this week. Have a great afternoon. Thank you for your hard work. I love you guys, and I miss you very, very, very much. I miss hearing your little voices. And I will see you next time.